Hello YouTube, it's me, it's Michael B. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome to the Friday News Blast. And we actually have a ton of news to share with you today, as Arcade1Up finally unveils Spectate mode for Mortal Kombat, Stern Pinball finally announces their next Cornerstone game as we get a teaser for John Wick, Pinball M is coming out with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre pinball, and other news and notes from Pinball Bites the other day. And last but not least, the AtGames May calendar events are up, and we're going to take a look at that. Anyways, sit back and relax. We got a ton of news to share with you right after this. So that's right, guys. In today's video, it's a big Friday news day. We've got a bunch of stuff to share with you today. And before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe. Click the bell for notification. All that YouTube jazz. So rumors have been swirling ever since Jaws was announced from Stern Pinball on what the next Cornerstone title would be. We finally officially found out after rumors came out the last couple days that the next release from Stern Pinball will be, in fact, John Wick. And here is the teaser trailer here. That's about all the information we have at this point. Official release coming May 7th. So guys, there isn't a lot more news to talk about right now, other than we know it's John Wick. It's probably going to have a "You Killed My Dog" multi-ball. That's horrific. But that's what the first movie was about. Anyways, John Wick, it's an interesting idea for Stern to do. I mean, it doesn't really line up with a upcoming movie or something like that, but there's tons of fans. And somehow, whenever Keanu Reeves movie project is attached to a pinball machine, it ends up being pretty good. So we're going to find out on the 7th what John Wick Pinball from Stern is going to be all about. Next up, if you turned on your Arcade1Up Mortal Kombat machine in the last couple of days, you would have noticed a prompt come up, say your machine is due for a big update. Now, for those of you who are wondering what this update possibly could be, this goes back a very long time to a once promised MK Spectate update that we are finally getting. Now, you probably would have had no idea that this update had come out, as if you go to Arcade1Up's social media, there's nothing on there about the MK Spectate update. We do got a picture of a girl going around in a rogue costume, which I highly recommend, going around the fake Xavier mansion and showing off the Arcade1Up X-Men cab they have there in collaboration with X-Men 97's release, I guess. Then if you head on over to their Twitter page, or X as it's now called, absolutely nothing's been updated there at all. There's a Calling All Mutants from February 27th that's linked. I don't even think they've been on Twitter since February 27th. We got a Arcade1Up from December 14th, December 13th. Yeah, their Twitter is pretty much non-existent at this point, so I don't know what the deal is there, but you would not have got an update on social media. You would, however, received a notification on the Arcade1Up app that basically describes what's going on with the update you received today, adding the Killer Instinct Spectate mode to the MK cab. So if you're looking for all the details, the nitty-gritty, go to your Arcade1Up app and read about it there. Now, once you get the update up and going, you can go over, check on people's games, join in. You might have more luck than I did because I'm still experiencing problems with my internet down in my basement. But once you get connected, you're going to notice a ribbon come up across the bottom of the screen showing your record against each other, and you'll be able to actually watch or participate in the games. Now, you will be able to see when somebody is spectating, as they will have that eye icon next to their name when they're doing so. Anyways, I can't really say much more about it yet because I haven't had a lot of chance to play around with it. My internet's been acting up ever since I got the update done, so I haven't been able to go in and really view anybody's games or participate myself. But I'm excited to continue to try this out, and it's good to see this update finally come out after being announced, what was it, all the way back in October. We finally get the MK Spectate update at long last. Moving on from there, speaking of October and the spooky season, we've got some horrific news for you coming from Pinball M. Well, this past week we had a brand new episode of Pinball Bites coming out from Zen Pinball, and we were joined by the man himself, Mel Kirk, who dropped a lot of information for us at the event. Up first, we got an announcement of a new game coming to Pinball FX, Football Super League, which is an original Zen Studios game based on the Super League, I guess. I like soccer, so who knows, this could be a very fun game. But then finally, we got the announcement that a lot of us were waiting for. Pinball M always seemed like the perfect place to take horror movie franchises and bring them to life in the pinball world. And we are getting a brand new horror movie inspired game, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Pinball. It's a big time for Texas Chainsaw Massacre Pinball, as Spooky just released a Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, and now Zen Pinball will throw out their iteration of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Pinball, coming to Pinball M soon. I love Pinball M, I love The Thing, I love Chucky, and I'm very much looking forward to playing this. This looks gruesome and gory and everything you would expect from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. I want to see more iconic horror movie franchises come to Pinball M in the very near future. So excited to see something that isn't a, video game like we got with System Shock, and more so what I want from this, which is those iconic 80s movie franchises to come to this pinball platform. Very excited for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, speaking of Zen Studios, kind of a good transition, because let's talk about one of their big partnerships with AtGames, as AtGames have announced a new May calendar of events. So you guys may remember last month we got the official first AtGames calendar of events. This month it's back. One thing I do notice, I don't see the pinball tournament dates that they announced last month actually included in this calendar, so that's interesting. We'll have to see if that comes out, but we do got a list of scheduled events to go over with you about new stuff coming out. Of course, on the 8th, for all you people out there that didn't get the specific Attack from Mars Pinball 4KP from AtGames, the single game will become available on the 8th of May. You can now pick up Attack from Mars to play yourself. Of course, they do recognize on the 12th, Mother's Day. I gotta get something for my wife pretty soon. Then on the 15th, for those of you that didn't get the Star Trek AtGames Legends Pinball 4KP, you can now finally pick up Star Trek The Next Generation, the Williams Classic, for an individual pinball pack. Then we got a little bit of a lull period until the 22nd, and this is a date I'm really excited for. Twilight Zone, awesome game, awesome classic pinball machine. You're going to be able to pick up the single game pack on the 22nd. And then, much like they did last month, we've got a sale coming up from the 24th to the 27th, the last weekend of the month. We're going to get a sale. We don't know what's included right now. Just says May monthly Legends 4K and Legends HD sale. So maybe it'll be similar to last month. A couple game packs on sale, maybe some equipment. We'll wait and see. Then on the 29th, we've got Godzilla vs. Kong mini pack dropping. So I would assume it's the same 3 games that came out in the Godzilla vs. Kong pack. So you're going to get Godzilla vs. Kong. Then do you get the individual Godzilla table and Kong table? Not 100% sure about that. Maybe it's just Godzilla vs. Kong. We'll see. I'll have to get more information on that. And then at the very end of the month, on the 30th, we're getting a new firmware update for the Legends Pinball 4KP, and I'm so excited because it's going to be the first new update I get to do, because my Legends Pinball 4KP just got delivered literally minutes before I started recording this video. So guys, tons of exciting news to talk about this Friday. Actually, one of the most exciting weeks in a long time in the home arcade space with all this stuff happening. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of the MK Spectate? Have you been able to do the update, test it out yet? What is your experience like with MK Spectate so far? Has it improved the online features? I will admit I have noticed more and more people online and playing, so that's a good thing. Well done, Arcade1Up, getting it out there, and hopefully it brings some new life and fun back to the Mortal Kombat community, and we get some tournaments and shit like that out of it too. On top of that, Stern Pinball enthusiasts, John Wick is the next release. We've got to wait until the 7th to get a more better idea on what the table's going to look like, play like, but right now, you know it's John Wick. Let me know what you think of the theme of the next Stern Cornerstone release. Then we move on to more pinball. We had a Pinball Bites episode from Zen Studios. We got Football Superliga coming out, and we've also got Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming to Pinball M, and a huge calendar of events coming up with AtGames this month. A lot of classic Williams table coming to the 4KP. Very excited to check them out. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of all this news. Thank you so very much for watching. Tell your friends about me. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.